Hello again. What we like to do today is take a look at an example from Toradex, our vendor for the hard and partition, also for the software. And on GitHub you found really great Horizon examples, and here you can also find something which is called multi-display, which we will try to rebuild today. Yes, this is the right one. So let's start easily and just put everything from here in a new file and try to start it. So let's call it docker /test/multi .yaml because it's a YAML file. Open it, paste it, autosave, and let's take a look at if it is really correctly opened. Yes, this look damn good. So I would say let's start easily and just remove our, I think we have one container running, so remove it. Docker stop this container. And now let's try a docker compose sometimes I forget something, so yes, this was the real one. So docker compose /f. Now the file name docker test multi YAML. And we try it. Let's see what starts here. I'm not really sure what we will see. Okay, one display is running. Okay, strange. Interesting. Okay. Let's log in with a second chart. Make a docker ps. And we have only one container running. This is not good. We should have two. Okay. Let's check first journal CTL. First. And let's try to find out what was the problem here. display failed. This looks not really good, but as I've thought before, I think this is not an all so easy task. So let's kill this one. And let's go into the YAML file. So let's start by removing some parts, or better comment some parts. So I think we start with commenting everything here. And everything here. Now only one display should start and it should show an app. Let's take a look. Done, done. Not quite, I think. What is your problem? Okay. I think this is not right. You should depend on Western 1. Yes, you are Western 1. Why you don't wait? I think you should wait. Let's go back that you see some code. Actually, this was a little mistake. Sorry for that. I've not seen this. Okay. So. I start, I think, by replacing I start by replacing this one with our first display. So let me open it also. So let's take a look what now happened. Maybe something is up. So, okay, really interesting. Try it once with sudo, I think. Okay, this also doesn't help. Okay, first, let's start really small here and try to start just the first container. Sometimes it is better to start really small. Okay. Ah, this is the ignore X-log thing. No DRM device found. So let's take a real close look. Let's start with the image. The image is the same. Yes. Okay. So that's pretty good. I will remove it at the moment. So this isn't a problem. Command. Developer Western Lunch. Seed 1. This command I don't have. Let's try my command. Maybe sometimes this command are a little bit confusing. So we will see. Yes, here. Oh, this looks better. Okay. This started correctly. This is a start. If you see, the display was up. So, what is the real difference here? This the shower and the kiosk mode. So let's try the seat first, I would say. Don't know what this do really. Oh, let's try it. I think we have found our problem. So let's use this and try this command. This looks pretty promising, I would say. Yes, this starts correctly. Great. So now starts the first step. I don't know if seat is anywhere here again. Let's take a look. I don't think that seat is important. Don't think so. So, chaos chair is okay. Why not? Let's start with the app one. And up it goes. Okay, we have something on the screen. I think you can't see it quite right, but if you see here, there's a little logo. So, all in all, this worked, but I don't think this is really great. But working thing is always a start. So let's use some other containers. I have to say I'm back in a minute, sorry for that. Sorry for that small interruption. Let's go back. So let's start with, I think this should be the, yes, the wood picture. La 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 la. So now start this up and let's see that the wood picture comes correctly up. Something went wrong here. So of course I've written this is gonna be right. Wait. Stop. No. So let's take a short look. This is a Western container which starts the display and this is the application. So image, why isn't Western we wanted to? It's so simple, yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating and also a little bit hard. Let's take a short look at the fire animation. So depends on is not important. Image, we change the image to the real one. Temp, read write is okay. Def dry is also good. Def clever is also right. C99 and C26. These are all right. Okay, so try it. I think I know what the problem is. I have not stopped the old container. Yes. Docker stop. Sometimes stupid mistakes are the worst mistakes you can make. So let's start it again. This time with a real container. Why isn't app 1? Cannot start service. Western flower. What is a Western flower? I really don't know. Never heard that before. Okay, our containers does not work with this environment. I think at the moment we have to change something. Maybe our containers are a little bit outdated. So let's use new containers. Sometimes it is best. To focus on one part, and after that start the next thing. So Docker PS, we should now have 2 containers running, and as we see we have just 1 container running. This is not good. Why we have only 1 container running at the moment? Don't know exactly, but let's take a deep dive into this. Oh, of course. There was a difference between these 2 apps with this command. Let's copy the code again. And retry. Let's retry it. Okay. This does work. Great. Now let's try to start the second Western container. And after we have done this, I think we focus then to start our containers. Maybe we have to update our containers as I said earlier, but I'm not 100% sure. So take a look. So we have to start the D2. Yes. And we have use pix seed. Use Pixman, I don't know. I've not used Pixman before. Let's try this. Maybe twice as fast. This will fail, and then we try the next thing. Yes. Go from working to a more non-working version. Yes, it's a good idea. Okay, let's start. And it crushed. Okay. Western 2 starts. And then Western 2 exits without any error code. Not so great. Error code would be nice. Okay. Let's follow the journal CTL. Maybe it tells something interesting. Okay. So, as I said earlier, let's remove some of these. I would start as remove both, because I don't know what the command really do. And try it again. Okay, first display start, application is started, and everything crashed. Subterminal. Let's take a closer look at this together. So this is really the hard part now we're facing. So first of all, let's take a look at what is up. You see here that one display container is still running. I can't see him on the display. So for me it is crashed, but he thinks it's up. Really interesting. Okay. Let's take a closer look here. We should use the D2. I will start this manually from the command line. I will try to show more logs. Let's try this approach. So, start application, start an app, great. Take a look that both containers are running. They are running great. So, say set in this example that we should, with the second container, add temp, which we do one udev. Also interestingly, yes, we have dev and one udev. Okay. Cap added we have. Now we'll take a look at the device C groups. We have 4. Everything from 4, okay. Everything from 13. Everything from 199. And everything from 226. So, does this work? But we should use not TTY7 because TTY7 is blocked at the moment. We should use TTY8. Yes. So let's start this. Okay. If I start this, everything crashed. Great. Okay, let's try. Let's try first the command to see. Oh, as you can see, this starts a big display. So this is not good because we don't want to start the big display. We want to start the short display, of course. So this was expected to crash, I would say. Yes, here you can see the display too. But this should be, I think, the display 1. So let's focus again and take a look what now happened. Yes, now the short display starts a little bit. Okay. This is better. Docker PS. I can show it to you if you like. If you take a really close look, you can see that I can now touch. I think it's really hard to see. Yes. I don't think you can see anything of that. But trust me, it has started. So this is great. Docker start. Stops this container. Okay, great. Docker 1D. So I think it's not LE. I think we have to use the normal one. Okay. Now the big display starts. Interesting. Really interesting, really interesting. So Yes, I think this is a problem. The AE and the not AE container are a little bit flipped. So let me try this one. Yes, this is the right one. So we would like to start this, and also this starts pretty well. Yes. Great. Okay. I would not now like to see more logs. Docker stop this one, so I remove the detached, because with this option I should see, yes, the logs, nice. And also I can quit it easily, it's also quite good. So Docker compose up of the first big display, nice. And now Docker run second display, and let's take a look. And we get some ioctl errors. So we have a starting point. Let's start here. This is not so helpful. What is this? I really don't know. Sometimes Google is a little bit unclear what we found here. Here, up to create dump, blah blah. I think I have my first chatbot. Okay, great. Chatbots in Twitch. Interesting. Okay, why not? Yes. So let me think about this problem. I have seen something I would like to try. GitHub with the samples. in the multi-display stream. Single displays, we have done this. Yes, here they have a separated display point ini. This is interesting because I would love to set it up directly and not to set it up with my containers. It would be so much better. So I will try to implement this at the moment. Okay, they bind this into this. Okay, I get it. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a real closer look. So they start the Western container. And then they accept the Oilers that they have to do. They started on TTY 7, which is okay. They use the kiosk chair, why not? I also use a kiosk chair. And they have something called tic-tac-toe, whatever it is. And QT5, okay. Ah yes, this is for the IMX8 and the other is for the IMX6. So this is the interesting part for us. The other is not really suitable because the one is hard float and the other is not hard float. Yes, I think this is the main. Yes, here you see Horizon Western, and by the other you see other container which is used for the IMX8 we are also using. Yes. Okay. Sorry for that short type bind. Interesting. We will try that. Why not? This would be great, I think. So let's go in, type bind, home to Horizon. Let's make a new folder. Take a short look. Yes. Cut here. New display. Let's see, new display. And here we have the new display. Copy this. Paste this here. Nope, this was wrong. Oh, sometimes I hate things does not work like I would like them to work. But so is life. I really have to think about something that I see more what you see. Because you have seen my face a lot, but not the code. Great. I will think about that the next time. Maybe I used my cell phone as a second monitor or something like this. Or we'll take a look at some tutorials on YouTube how I can improve this. But I'm really sorry that you have seen nothing. I think for the last maybe hour also. Yes. Except my face. I found it funny. Okay, let's go back. This is the worst stream we have ever made. Okay. Type bind. I really don't. I found it so funny. Okay. Let's try to be a little more honest. And try to be a little bit, not honest. Honest is the wrong word. Honest, I think I'm honest. Let's try to be a little bit more focused. I think focused is a good word. Yes. So let's use the normal image. And try to put the configuration inside our created folder. For that reason, I think we have to touch a new file, which we called western.ini. And let's first copy the Western. Let's try this. I've not tried this before. I'm really interested what will happen. Also, I think we have this command already. Let's take a look. Developer Western Launch TTY7 to Ryzen Kiosk Jar. Yes. So, let's start it. And let's see what we do with this. Some containers are still running. Yes. I will kill both. Okay, interesting. It was not a complete failure, which is pretty good. It was also not what I would like to see, but first of all, we can say it's not a complete failure. So, I think let's move on with this example. I'm not 100% sure why this now works at the moment. Let's take a look at the example. Depends on Western. So both are just dependent on Western. I will copy this and add this also. Don't know what to expect. Yes, this is the same version as before. So I think let's try it. Why not? It will be funny. First, stop the old Docker containers. But really interesting. It has started the first correctly. And the second one looks also really promising, I think. Okay. Okay, there's no error. I'd love to know. Remove this. Yes, okay. I was a little bit confused about the text highlighting, but it seems that this is all right. So let's start first really easily and set this off. I have to remember how to do this. So I think the best starting point here is to use one of mine Western INI files, which I have created, and try to understand what differs here. And also try then to start display 1 and display 2 Yes, I think this is a good starting point. So for that reason, let's create a new file and I have to look for the code, look for the code. Yes, this is the code. Okay, great. Can I split this maybe? Okay, no problem. I will just copy it here. Idle time, false, x value 2, models, shell, okay. This is fine. Show top false to 1. This is also fine. So LVS 1. Let's start by set on display off. I think we start with a little display and try to set this first off. Yes. No. Thank you. No, I would not like. So. Docker compose up. And now just a big display should be running. Nice. This display really is off. Great. Good start. So let's set the big display off and try to show it on the little display. Yes. Great. This also worked. Now you see the little dot in the middle. Ha! So, this is a little bit promising, I think. Hawk Qt project. Where does that come from? Why does he know where to put the first thing and where to put the second thing? Let's try to understand this part. There's only one time where animation is set. I would like to try this. Don't know really what this does. But let's test it. Because why not? Yes. My internet connection is not so great. So maybe this does not work. But we will see. Because it would be great if this worked. Yes, so I think download complete, okay. This was not so clever. I think, sorry. Let's redo it. So, you see that our guitar is capable to download some Docker images from the internet. And yes, this is, I think, is a good thing. Now we extract and download everything we need. I don't know what we start here. But let's see. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the color animation, property animation, and so on. It's a little screen display. I don't know how to call it. Okay. It would be interesting if I put here none. What happened? No. I would really like to test this. Ah, cool. great. I see this now on the small display. Really great, I have to say. So yes, why not? Let's try. Maybe because it's called animation. I think I have to go in this folder and take a deeper look at how this is called. But what will happen now if I start something else? I'm really interested. I think that maybe then we see one thing on the little and one thing on the big display. That would be great success. So, to make this happen, maybe we should start with the fire animation. I love it so much. So, why not use the good shit? Not so great. The fire animation is now only on the small display, not on the big display. This is not great. So, I think the interesting part is now to go into these two Docker applications and try to understand I would love to see more of this starting command. Docker ps show more. Docker ps all. Not so great. Ah, nice. Really better. No trunk. So we see here that we start user, lib, examples, animation. And here we start the fire animation. I will go into... Yes, this is a good idea. So let's go into the first one and let's try to find out what we have to, how they are called and why this worked. So docker exec ti, name of this container is Horizon Qt51 and we would like to enter bash. I hear top insert, I don't know. PS maybe will work. No, PS also does not work. No. This we don't like everything. So let's take a look at LSLR and then let's take a closer look here. I would like. Should not use copy and paste so much. But I love copy and paste. So, okay. So we see here, this is an application. Yes, okay. So application, this is a Qt profile. These are some QML files for this project and so on. So this is maybe, but I'm guessing more here. Why there are org.qt project.animation. So this thing is called animation. So the other should maybe called fire animation. Let's try this. So stop the first container, stop the next container. Wait. Let's first check that all containers are down. Wait. And start the next test. This is great. As you can see, the fire animation is running, and also on the little display, the other animation is running. Really great. Great success. Okay. So, I don't know at the moment why the touch does not work, but I will figure it out. Really great. Also, I think I have shown you again only my face and not the code. Second time. But it's it's really great for me. If something really sees this at the moment live at Twitch, please say one word in the comment, because it would be really an honor to share this moment with you. I found it extremely funny, and I'm really, really sorry that you don't see anything from the code. Also, so the next time I think I will look for some music to play it in the background, so that you don't only hear my voice, and that you have something to feel good. I don't see anything in the chat, so I think at the moment nobody is in the stream. But okay, for me it's a great day, because as you can see, we have the fire animation on the one display, and the other, I don't would call it animation, on the second screen, on the small screen. So let's change the small display to something I would love to have, and this is we have called it, I think, don't know how to call it anymore. Feedback playing, no. Coming soon, no. Effect chain. Yes. So let's copy this. No. Let's copy this to our test file. Yes. Yes, we have just to copy now also the name we will need. Volume temp, def dry, def clever. I think we don't need this. But let's wait for a second and let's take a look. I would like to comment this. not to remove it at the moment. But all in all, this is great. So I don't know what the name of this application was. Yes, I can start it and take a look at it. But I think I can also take a look in some of our internal documentation. And I think the name is just effect chain. So let's try this. It would be a great day if this now worked. Let's see. I can't wait. Okay. Okay. As you maybe see, this was not so good because effect chain model is on the big stream and not on the small stream, and the small stream is nothing. So that was a total failure. Okay. Maybe I should not have stopped this. Okay. Let's do it up again and find out the correct name. So let's try it with a, I think, more correct name. Okay, it was again a failure. Not cool. Let's use a name which we don't have at the moment, the old name of this. But maybe we will learn something. But I'm not pretty sure. Okay, it starts every time on the big display. Really interesting. Don't know why exactly at the moment. let's see. That this was not a one-trick pony, and that this works more than once. Sometimes this could be a one-trick pony, and this would be really bad. So let's try it again. Okay. This was a one-trick pony. No, I don't want to save that at the moment. So let's do it again. Because I don't think it was a one-trick pony. So we start with this Western point INI two LVDS displays. On one we would like to have the animation, and on one we would like to have the fire animation. And that's why we start the fire animation and the animation. Okay, this no work. I don't know why it has not working. Why it has not worked before. Maybe we have to set some dependencies. Yes, let's try this. I think that if I take a closer look, LVDS1 is for LVDS2. This means the fire animation should start before the second animation starts. So let's add here it has the same name. Of course. This was the main problem, I think. Sometimes you are stupid. Okay, let's first change the name before we had this again. Also, I think this is a good idea. So let's try it and see what happens. Yes, the fire animation starts, and after this, the small display starts with the other application. Great. So let's go back. And start this. Add this here. So this is not the animation, this was called... I forgot it. Effect chain. So, let's start this. Oh, we have a segmentation port. But the application, let's try to start. Really interesting. Does not support queue window request active window. Why it has a segmentation port, I don't know at the moment. Maybe let's try it with a main menu. Because it would be interesting if this maybe worked. But I don't know. Also, we have the coming soon application, I think, which is also really easy. Maybe we start with this little thing first. I'm a little bit lost. So, let's see. We start the Western container. We start the fire animation. And now we try to start this. I would like to try this image next. Yes. No, this does not start. Okay. Let's try this image. Ah yes, I have to change the name, of course. I have to change the name. have to change the name. But to what? I should restart and let me show the name. And then I can... What is now? We have a segmentation board. Oh, great. So again. Okay. So the fact chain does not start. Okay. Really interesting. I think I really have to take a deeper look. Why the one program starts and the other does not start at all. Maybe I'm not 100% sure here. But let's rebuild it and try that this actually works. So, I think this is also in the twice examples, but I'm not 100% sure. So maybe this is also something somewhere else. Animation in this repository. No, I don't think this is here. But this really worked. what's the main difference between these two applications are. I think that we will find out together soon. And if we come to a conclusion, we can then start both displays with individual animations. I think it's a good starting point. Great day. So, let's maybe try to find out where I can take a deeper look at this code. Qt5 Valence example we wanted. So let's pick this and try to find it. I think it's on GitHub because I know it's on GitHub, but I don't know where. So these are the Docker Debian to Ryzen Toradix containers. And at the moment we take a look at one of them, but which one is the question we have to answer. I think that maybe it is this one. But I'm not 100% sure here. Also, let me take a look at the branches. Yes, Bullseye is the last one. Docker Hub. Dex. Container. So this is a Docker file. But where comes the code from? I think it's Qt base examples. I think it's a normal Qt example. Yes, we can now exit this container and inside this container we could get the files, but this is a mess. I have no other idea how to do this, so I think I have to do this mess. Don't like it. So let's go to this location because if I'm this was not the right. Let's go to this location. And now in the container in the what? User slash lib slash Qt5 examples quick. It's also a QML application, I think. I would love to try the QML application also. Dynamic scenes, and there's no executable. This is not good. And there are other QML examples we can take a look at maybe. No, it is so slow. So maybe we try it. This is all not so the prototypes and so on, but I don't see any executable. So let's go back. It was a test, but I don't see it working at the moment. And I don't mind to then just try something out. So Qt quick, and where does this file belongs? Animation, enter. Let's take a look. What is here? Here's the animation. Cut the animation .pro. No. Maybe the animation QML. There's somewhere a link. The license, nice that I see the license. Let's try this. Okay. If I see it correctly, this is a Qt QML like my project. So I would love to see this code. It has to be somewhere. Visit building and running the example. I would love to see just the code. Animation propose. Oh. Please give it to me in a normal good way. This is all I'm really asking for. So create a window and so on. Okay. Lovely. I would love to see the main. Really, this is the whole main? It's quite short. I've never seen such a main before. But okay. Okay, I think I have to invest more time into that, and I will come back with more and new knowledge how to do this and what is the difference between our QTQML program and this QTQML program. Also, I think maybe the best way to do this is to just compile this again and maybe then change it a little bit up also. Let's see. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being here. It was a pleasure. And have a great day. Goodbye.